Hello everyone, I am Merric, and this is Subnautica. Subnautica is an ocean-based survival game where you take on the role of a spaceship crash survivor. And that's right, unlike most survival games where you're here on Terra, instead you've been flung out into space on the spaceship Aurora, and things haven't gone too well. Well, there's what's left of your lovely, beautiful spaceship, and this is the world that you have to find a way to survive on. Now, Subnautica is an early access game. The devs have gone as far to state that this game is way before alpha. They won't consider this alpha or beta right now. Instead, it's what I would consider pre-alpha, or a core playable. That being said, the game looks and feels absolutely amazing. It has some issues. I've had a few crashes here and there, and some issues with things such as rocks and plants not being placed in exact locations on the ground like they're supposed to be. But those are really minor issues. Even the crashes haven't been too inconvenient. I mean, a crash is always inconvenient, but it's sort of expected in a game that's this early in development. However, as you can see, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just amazing at how beautiful it looks this early on, which is really, really encouraging for what it's going to look like in the future. This game is actually a Unity game engine based game, which I find astonishing. They have really gone through and pulled out every inch of power and rendering ability from the Unity engine to make such a gorgeous game. So what we're going to do in this series is find a way to survive. Now, right now I'm looking for some emery and some metal and salt and food and all that good stuff that you really need to survive. So let's see if we can't find some food. Let's look at this goofy looking fish here. Where'd he go? There he is. So we're going to eat this guy if we can catch him. Oh, let's try not to die. Now, you have to monitor not only food and water, but you also have to monitor your oxygen. Now, there's a fish that's stuck in some sand. Let's get him. And let's go eat him. Now, for food, we cook everything with lasers, which just automatically is better. So you need salt and lasers and a fish. That's all you need. And our fish is invisible for some reason, because this is an alpha. So we have a cooked peeper. Let's go ahead and eat him. He was amazing, because I am the world's best chef on this planet. I mean, it's not a stiff competition. I'm the only chef on the planet. So let's see. We need to pick up some quartz, because the tutorial's telling us to. And I'm looking for metal. Now, metal looks like it comes from our spaceship and is used to make damn near everything that's important. I want one of these guys here. Gimme. So let's go see what we can make with some emery and some metal. I believe that we can make a knife. Knife. Oh, we can make some glass because we have some quartz. Knife. There's a pipe. I want a knife. Ah, there we go. Let's go ahead and cook up this boomerang fish. You won't be going anywhere now. Alright, so I know that we can make fresh water with membranes from one of these little floater dudes. So let's stab him in the butt and get some membrane. And oh, I must have killed him because he disappeared. Alright, let's go get some more metal and see if we can get this stuff cooking. What I'd like to do is build up a good base of materials and get some of the more important things built, such as the sea moth, which is a single person submersible. And we can see that right here. And then move up to the Cyclops, which is a awesome looking drivable submarine. Before we need that, or before that, we need the Constructor. Now the Constructor, it's going to take a little bit of work. We need to get some metal, build a couple batteries, and some glass. We need copper for the sea moth, and then we're going to need a bunch of copper and gold, and both of those are probably going to be pretty hard to find. Ooh, there's a good find. There's some fish. I'm not sure if this is like a defensive mechanism or this is just an alpha thing, but those fish were easy to catch because they decided to swim into a small crack and couldn't get out. So, let's see here. We need a bunch more salt. We need a bunch more metal. We could use some more sand. So let's go ahead and dig up some sand. I love the fact this is a voxel terrain. It allows you to really feel like you're manipulating the environment. The devs recently, well, I say recently for me, released a terraforming rifle, I believe. That's what they called it, where you can actually manipulate the terrain using the rifle. And so, of course, I'm going to want to build a sandcastle, the likes of which the world has never seen the likes of which, because that's important to have, sandcastles. So, let's see, we can get some fresh water, because you gotta stay hydrated. And we can make some silicone. So let's go ahead and make some silicone and get some fins up in here and start motoring around as quickly as possible. We're also going to want to build an air bladder. An air bladder, I'm sure I said platter just a second ago, an air bladder allows you to make emergency jumps to the surface, which is very handy when you've forgotten to pay attention to how much air you have and the next thing you know you're about to drown. So let's equip that in that slot, this in the first slot, which it is, and I need a bunch more metal because I want to make, well, everything, but I really want to make an extra oxygen tank, which is right there. So I need another piece of metal. It adds another 30 seconds to our ability to be underwater, and that is incredibly useful. Oh, look at these guys. Before we play with them, though, we've got some metal over here that we need to grab. Mine. What are these? These are floaters. Alright. Let's take a couple of these little guys.
Oxygen, 50%.
And our oxygen's 50%, which isn't too bad, but we have a cave down here. And a rock that's rolling around. Oh. I don't know what those are, but they sound angry. There's some limestone. Let's get our knife out and see if we can't play with these guys in here. Oh shit. Oh! Okay, so those blow up. That was nice. Nice little explosion. Did not like that. Are there more? Or was that the weird looking fish? Can I kill this? I cannot.
Oxygen, 50%.
Oh, alright. Well, this is a cool little cave, and there's another one of those things. I'm just gonna take it on the chin, though. Ouch. So, that wasn't really worthwhile, and
Oxygen, 10%.
it is getting dark in here. Let's, you know what, let's get out of the cave of death, and oh no. Oh, yeah, I died. I died, and I lost all the stuff I had gathered since the last time I'd been here, which includes my metal. Fantastic. I'm so angry I'm gonna throw a bottle of water on the ground. Okay, well, it wasn't too bad. There's a piece of metal here, but we need one more piece of metal, and I'm missing all of the floaters, and that kind of pisses me off. Caves, man. Caves. Now we picked up an air sac.
Oxygen, 50%.
Too bad you can't eat those and get oxygen. Alright, let's see here. We need metal. Metal.
25%.
Well, there's a deep dark hole that I'll have to explore later because that looks amazing.
Warning, oxygen. 10%.
Alright. Ooh, there's another piece of metal. Now we can make an oxygen tank and do some exploration without worrying too much about whether we're going to drown. I kind of wonder if there's like a golden number of oxygen tanks that just give you enough time to do whatever you need to do, or if you really need something like one of the submersibles. Now we do have pipes, which I'm going to build some of. Pipes are neat because they're magic. I need more sand. But pipes allow you to pump water from the surface all the way down to wherever you want without a pump. It's magical alpha powers. I kind of have a feeling that they're going to change that. But for now, we're going to abuse this nice little water system. And look how gorgeous this looks, by the way. I know I'm getting distracted, but the ship just looks amazing at night. And everything that's important or just detail-oriented glows. The school of fish glowing in the distance here is just phenomenal looking. I can't get enough of it. Every time I play this game, and I've played this game for about 3 hours on another save file that was overwritten making this one, just, it's been gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing looking. I can't get enough of the environment. And we're gonna make some more pipes, and then we're gonna go lay some pipes, if you know what I mean. Because, you know, you gotta set them down, take them from the surface to wherever you're going. Yeah, you catch my meaning. Alright. So where do we want to send these pipes? I kind of think that we should take these pipes out from here and start here. Now I've set one of the pipes out. You can see it just kind of doing some magic. And if we line it up just right, now we can ram our face into this pipe and it'll fill our oxygen up. But you guys didn't know that if you just face plant on a pipe, you get oxygen. So we're gonna put a few more of these heading down. Let's see here. And whoop, there we go. And see how far can we go? There. And we just ram our face into it and we get a little more oxygen, and now we can lay another piece down here. I'm not sure if you can hear this. I'm gonna check to make sure that you can hear everything that's going on, because the ambient audio in this is also quite amazing. Yeah. The audio work that's been done on this game is absolutely outstanding. And again, for a pre-alpha, it's just the content that's here is excellent. I can't wait to see. Okay, stabbing those guys makes them explode into a big cloud of blood, which is entertaining in of itself. I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of it. Alright, so we are looking for metal. Alright. And now I've got 2 metal, so I can go make an oxygen tank, but here's another piece of metal, which we really want to get so that we can build some other very cool things. Ooh, got some copper. That's a good find, because I need another piece of copper to build the construction platform, which will allow us to build the sea moth, which will allow us to go further, faster, longer. We have the technology, we just don't have the resources, so let's get those. Alright, we are going to look for some more copper and some more metal, but I don't... we have enough inventory for a little bit more. One of the things I really like that the devs have given us is the fact that that is a terrifying slug fish thing. I don't want to mess with it. It seems to be playing around in the water, so we're going to let it do that. Or not the water, in the sand. Everything's playing in the water. Oh, except for that guy. He jumped out of the water. That was pretty cool. One of the things that the devs have done for us is they've actually taken inventory management kind of out of our hands. I mean, we have to manage space and make sure that we don't run out of it, but you don't have to move things around to make sure it fits. Before, we had these 4 slots open, and instead of having to manually move all this stuff around when we wanted to add another piece of metal which takes up 4 slots, it automatically shifts everything. I love that. I love that I don't have to waste time moving these small items around just to make sure that I can pick up some metal that I need. It makes life a whole lot easier. I got a small storage cube we can build, but I'm not sure if I want to use the metal for that just yet. I think what I want to do is I want to store some of the metal in here, build my oxygen tank. Oh, I have already built an oxygen tank. Well, crap on a cracker. Why haven't I equipped that? Alright, so now I've got more oxygen, so we'll save this metal since we will definitely need it. And let's store the copper and the quartz. And we need to get some more salt. Salt is going to be very, very important, and we need to get carbon, which I think we can get from mushrooms. And we need some magnesium because I'm going to want a welder, and so we need a battery and 2 glass. I think we could go ahead and make the 2 glass. I think all that takes is sand and quartz. I'll go to there. Yeah. So we got sand and quartz to make glass. So there's our 2 glass. And now we need a battery. And what does battery take? Battery needs carbon. I believe we can get carbon from mushrooms. I bet you didn't know that you can get carbon from a good old shroom. Before I do that though, I'm going to pick up some salt here, because we are getting low on food. Pick up a couple of purple mushrooms. Alright. Let's cook some shrooms up and get some carbon. 3 shrooms for 1 carbon. That's a pretty crappy exchange rate. However, we can go ahead and build our battery. And we're going to cook up some fish. Nom 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 nom. Let's make some more water. Go ahead and drink that up. And we're gonna cook this air sac and see how much food we get from it. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I want to go here and... Oh, not too bad, and we got some water out of it, so that's kind of good. So let's see, we need glass and metal. And, oh, we need 1 more metal. Alright, so I think this is starting off just fantastically. In the first video, we're going to already have our constructor up and running. Look at this bad boy. Let's go see what we can do with this. I'm going to place it right there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can I pick it up? Oh, I can climb on it. Alright, so Seamoth. We need 3 metal, a battery, glass, and copper. We kind of have almost everything, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get the metal together and go ahead and get all these supplies. However, I think in the next video, we're jumping ahead a little bit. We need to make sure we have a good base of salt and membrane so that we don't find ourselves starving to death absolutely quickly. Oh, you can see right over here we have a fish separating itself. That didn't go too well for it, and that menu's stuck on the screen. So, let's go see if we can't find a little bit of salt here. And I want to eat one of these strange little fish. Come here. Oh, what? Is that one of those explodey fish? It sounded like one. Where'd it come from, though? Oh.
Oxygen, 50%.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna take our friend Gary here, and we're gonna return to our ship. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that little
5%.
doom tunnel there. I wonder if I can clear that out. I'll have to figure that out later. However, with that, we're gonna wrap this episode up here. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like if you want. It really helps me out a lot, and if you want to see more, just go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.